Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hey you guys, welcome to another episode of Hashtag. We're on episode 76. We have a guest for you guys today, and we have a little fun segment we're going to do for y'all towards the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned throughout everything so you can catch that. But you know who it is, your girl Tiffany Noco. Follow me on Instagram at _Tiffany Noco. And we will go ahead and roll in the rest of the gang, and then of course our guest.
And I know y'all miss me. It's your boy Zane.
Do they?
Y'all for sure did. But make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms. That's at Zane Tommy. That's on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. And if you find me on Facebook, I add you back. But I'm looking forward to today's show. We got a cool ass guest, as you can see on my right here. Dope ass dude. But we finna get straight to it real soon. But first, Chris, gotta introduce yourself.
Hey, how are you? Wild Out Wednesday. It's that Wednesday where niggas just, wilding the fuck out. Let's see. It's your girl, Chris Yvette. You can find me right here on Instagram at Shershay_La_Chris. And what's up? What's up? Oh my gosh. We have an amazing guest that I'm going to go ahead and try to art extraordinaire, dope art dealer, PV alum, PV.
Oh yeah, you already know we in this building.
Okay, fresh daddy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Board game maker.
Yeah,
this nigga just
keep going.
He's just a Renaissance man.
Like keep it going.
That's what she does. That's what she does. But he's just new Renaissance man for the 2019
for the 19 to the 2020s.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Out here doing everything. We got my boy. Finally, we connected after about a year of trying to connect. My boy Sean Dowdy, what's good?
Man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? What's happening in Houston? H-Town, no side. Acres home. We made it, mama. We made it, mama.
Acres shakers,
huh? Acres shakers, you know what I'm saying? Can't break them off. You know
so since you are a man of many jack of all trades, just tell us a little bit about Dope Art Dealers. Tell us a little bit about these stereotypes. Just sell yourself.
Oh, well, really, Dope Art Dealers is something that me and my wife started. She's been painting Rita Reyes.
Shout out White.
If y'all know her, if y'all don't know her, y'all go ahead and follow her on Instagram, Rita and Reyes. She's been painting since 2011. And when I met her, what's crazy is, I'm going to tell y'all a story, all right? It's a real quick story, but it's crazy because, for maybe, the past decade, I've always been having these dreams of, famous people in my apartment on the wall, but everything was always black and white. So when I seen her artwork, I saw her artwork before I saw her. And when I saw her artwork, I was like, man, it was like everything that I had envisioned and dreamed was now in color. You know what I'm saying? So it just made so much sense to me, and I was like, man, I gotta find out who this artist is. You know what I'm saying? So I stalked a little bit. I mean, I seen her. I was like, oh my gosh, she's like beautiful. So she's about as beautiful as the work that she does. So I was like, man, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, find out more about her. Kicked it off in the DM, and next thing you know what I'm saying, got the ring on the hand. So
That's dope.
yeah, that's something that we started together. I've always been an artist, but I haven't painted like ever until I met her, and I only started painting when we lost our whole apartment for Harvey. And what's crazy is that it flooded on the north side 2 weeks before Harvey even came. So I'm actually 3 weeks before. So I'm already sitting on my rental, and I got a week left on that, that free month for like $50 through the insurance. So I'm like, man, I don't know what we gonna do, but I could see that losing everything was kind of like getting to her, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure out a way to inspire her at the same time. I'm gonna see what this artist like. I'm creative at the same time. I used to just draw all the time, so I started painting, and next thing you know, just kept on going, and she ended up inspiring me, and just us working together created Dope Art Dealers, so
That's dope, bro. No,
yeah,
That's what's
that's
that
how
is
that
really
came
dope.
about, you know what I mean? But it's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? It's lovely. I love painting. I love working with her in the atmosphere. Like, our living room is like a gallery, and like it's like a dream come true, honestly.
That's
So,
what's up.
hell yeah, I ain't mean to make it all mushy, but
No, that was a really good story.
facts. That's how it happened.
That was a really good
Great.
story. So
Yeah.
were you drawing before then?
Yeah, honestly, I was back in high school. I was drawing floor plans for like houses that I wanted to design and build, and I used to draw like shoes and cars. Like I used to draw shoes for Nike, but not like for the company, but just designing them in my own kind of way. But I went to school for architecture, and I was like kind of like losing the passion for that because the program wasn't really all that I expected. But shout out to PV, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking down on y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
It took 6 years to graduate, but
Ain't
we
nothing
did it.
wrong, you
But
got
we
it.
did it, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
So
You got
I mean, for everybody that's on their 6th year, just keep going. You got like a semester left. So yeah.
And you know what? Tell me, and I know the story behind this, but I want the audience to know. Tell me about you and Felicia Rashad. What's up with that?
Oh man, that's God, really, to be honest, because like I always wanted to meet her, and I always seen her like that mystery auntie that just never was around. So finally ended up connecting with her. I used to work in a library on campus or whatnot, but they connected me with somebody who was organizing that event with Felicia Rashad coming out to PV to speak. So I already had the art piece done. I was like, cool, I'm gonna find a way to get there and present it to her. And I did it, and like it was just me like step by step going to the right person at the right time, because it wasn't nothing like planned ever. It was just me. She ain't know she was getting that artwork. You know what I'm saying? When I met her, honestly, she's like a ghost, to be honest. Like, she floats around the room. Like, no lie. Like, the way she moves, it's like she don't take steps. She just glides.
Yeah.
And she was just meeting everybody, and she's like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. It's so nice to meet you. And she got to me, and she saw the artwork. She was like, oh, she looked like she wanted to cry. And I was like, dang. Like, they had another person that was presenting artwork to her, but it wasn't nothing like a art piece on her. So the piece that I had, it was more kind of like specialized, and it had a quote. I researched like with art on particular people. I take the quotes of that person and add it into the artwork and embody it into that as a piece. And when she saw that, she saw her words, and those words, I think it said something about like I am woman, I am enough, or something like that. But it was like something I felt like a lot of women, they gravitate to Felicia Rashad as being like that higher standard of a woman. So when she saw that piece and she saw that quote, it was kind of like, oh, like it made sense to not only women itself, but also to men. So I wanted to kind of like make something that, give an homage to her, So
It was dope. That
Yeah,
I really
man.
that was
one of my
wish you
favorite
had
pieces.
something. That was a
man.
dope piece that you did for Felicia Rashad.
Man, appreciate it.
And, just
Yeah, I was holding on it for
congratulations.
months, like before I
Yeah.
even met her. So that's how I really know it wasn't like planned at all. But I just said like, hey, if I don't sell it, I know I'm gonna end up getting this piece to her, like
That's dope.
point blank.
So I do have a question. Do you have like a picture or somewhere that viewers and us as well we can actually see the piece?
Not anymore, because I had cleaned my Instagram. I had just organized everything. So that piece I know is not on the gram. I know it's not on the website anymore. I took it off. Like anything like gets sold or presented, I instantly just take it off because it's not available anymore.
Makes
And
sense.
each piece that we have is only one of its kind. Like nobody has a duplicate. So
That's pretty dope.
yeah.
Now, I do have some other questions because I'm looking at the stuff that you have on the table. Tell us about these cards, and really what my eyes are stuck on is this book.
Oh, well,
What's the book about?
since we on art first, I mean, I'll go ahead and, show y'all the book. If y'all haven't heard, my wife made an art book. It's called It's an Art Book by Rita Ann Reyes, and you can see the different art pieces inside that she's done over time. And it's really like anything pertaining to black culture. The style and design is like very unique the way she does it. A few Basquiat pieces, a lot of different pieces are on people that's of like the black culture or Spanish culture, but something historic. But she puts an art twist to it. So me and her mainly base our art on mixed media. So that's really like how that book is. It's also for sale on our website, dopeartdealers.com. We have the book. We have our game. You know what I'm saying? We have all our art on that website. If y'all like to go ahead and shop, looking for something for your house on the wall, something for office, something for a gift, you can definitely go to our website and get your shop on. And it's income tax time, so it's like, why not? You know what I mean?
Can you briefly tell us about this game too?
Yeah, okay. Briefly, it's gonna be kind of hard because this game, it's a special kind of story, to be honest. It's called Stereotypes, and this card game, I actually made it in 2011, believe it or not. And how I made it is crazy because it was 3:23 p.m. and it was like, I think it was like a Wednesday itself like this, and I had 7 minutes to get to class because I had 3:30 architecture class, and I was like already burnt out. The feelings that I was having from like my history classes, and learning so much stuff about like culture and realizing how much we're like all the same, but we're kind of similar. We're different at the same time, but really kind of realizing the difference between racism and prejudice. And I was like, people get it misconstrued with just calling anybody and everybody, any kind of situation, just racist. And I'm like, that's not the right term. The right term might be prejudice. And at the end of the day, everybody really is. It's just to a level and a degree. And I was like, okay. So I had 7 minutes to go to class. I didn't feel like going to architecture. So I was like, I'm not going to go to class, but whatever I do right now, I'm going to do something that's going to make me some millions. I don't know what it is, but it took 2 minutes to think about it. And I was like, I'm going to make a game. So I went to Hempstead, drove to Dollar General, got some index cards and a Sharpie. And I didn't have a lot of money at that time. So that was like the last little bit of change that I had. Came back to the dorm. I was in my homegirl's dorm, just sitting on the couch, just writing different topics. And I was like, it wasn't even as thought out as it is right now as far as the final product. But the way it was when I had made it, I was like, okay, I just wrote all the topics on the card, and we ended up testing it the next night. Just invited some friends over. We was all drinking, having fun, playing the game. Everybody was wilding. They was like having like the time of their lives. And I was like, everybody was like, man, it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit. So it was just like something that's solidified. I was like, okay, whatever I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Because I spent the time not going to class, but I also spent that time in creating something for myself and making it kind of lucrative as far as like an entrepreneur kind of move. So
That's dope,
It's
bro.
really dope. What is it called?
It's called Stereotypes.
Stereotypes,
Yeah,
okay.
you got the game rules right here.
Ooh.
Really, just to simply explain, let's say you can play up to 8 players at a time. The first person, they pull a card topic, they gotta write whatever answers on that card, but everybody else who didn't pull the card is trying to write down the answers that they think that person's gonna put down.
Yeah.
So it also takes kind of like the judgment, because one person is writing down, the card puller is writing down what they think people are gonna say, but everybody else is writing down what they think that person is gonna say.
Right.
So it really just definitely takes the judgment out of everybody's answers.
Yeah.
But every topic touches on like different cultures, different ethnicities, different kind of topics. But like for example, this card here, it says list 5 animals found in Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? So you already know up top, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you had Chinese food, you know what I'm saying, you may or may not have regretted it, but you know what I'm saying, you might have tasted an animal or two, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't expected. Orange chicken might not be chicken, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, but
You might have had some Shih Tzu.
might have, you know what I'm saying, you might have had you know what I mean? SPCA
no,
chicken,
no.
you
That's-
don't know, but
That's when you eat that Timmy Chan's.
man,
For those of you who know.
I don't even eat Timmy Chans.
Right.
no
Yeah,
more.
Timmy Chan,
Right.
like
I don't
People
do
still
it.
eat it. People still
Do
eat
they?
it.
Hey, y'all need
yes.
to
I
stop.
am worried about your
Yes.
health.
People
For
still
real,
eat
y'all
it.
need to
I am
stop.
so
That
concerned
is
about your health.
definitely something that I'm sure they can answer. But I do have one more question before we get into what Chris has to say really quick. Where can we find this game?
Oh, on our website, dopeartdealers.com.
The game is there as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So yeah.
DopeArtDealers.com. That's
Oh
dope.
yeah.
DopeArtDealers.com.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is dope.
Simplified.
Well, you know, since he had that card that asked, you know,
y'all got
about
the art on the screen.
Yes, come on, paint a lot.
I paint a lot one.
That's your player.
That hoe-
Yeah.
that hoe- I need
You know,
that hoe in the
man,
career.
you
That's
know
the
what
one I
I'm
really
saying?
like.
That's culture right there.
Yeah,
you
it
already know
is.
about it.
Yeah, is that Tukey Williams?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
come
one of my.
on,
That's one of my
Like
favorite.
good times.
Come on, Stanley Tukey
And matter of
Williams.
fact, if you scroll up to that mud,
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
and Basquiat.
I got his quote from his book embodied
Yes.
in his body, how I designed it. And of
Hey.
course, like the flag in the background, I painted all of that. Only thing that's not painted is his image itself. But
Yeah.
I wanted those words to go in his body because, you know what I'm saying, that's what he lived by, you know what I'm saying, as far as his book and in what he was really just trying to teach and overturn his effect of what he put in place as far as, you know, gang life and
That's
everything.
actually really. It's funny you have Stanley Tukey Williams on there because you
Yeah,
know, I'm
man.
something like a little thug.
You know,
I
right.
like,
you
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's just life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
But,
didn't know you was Crippy Chris.
yeah,
No.
that's, yeah.
No.
Come on now.
Okay.
I mean, I am
Chris said
something
she
like a
about
G.
that life.
But that was really dope, and I like the Charlie Chaplin one, and
Oh, yeah.
I seen Basquiat, Andy Warhol.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what's up. Shout out to you and Robin
Yeah.
Williams. That was dope.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Robin
When
Williams one
like
is really
from
dope.
like the when he was doing the Mark what is it, Mark and Mindy, whatever, one of them shows back in the day my people used to watch. But what I
I
was
think
saying,
it's called Mark and Mindy.
yeah, it's
Maybe.
something like
something
that.
of
Mork
the
and
nature.
Mindy. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
I
Mork
know
and
it- I
Mindy.
know it's something like
Don't
that.
judge me. My parents was old. My daddy used to watch TV Land all the time. Okay.
Man, I'm still watching Frasier. Don't you judge me? You know what I'm saying? It's
Damn,
all good.
really?
Yep. What?
Hey,
man?
I watch Seinfeld.
I'm a
today,
TV
still.
fan. Like,
Seinfeld is good.
Yeah.
For some
It
reason, I
is.
could never get into either one of those
never
shows.
You have to
Yeah.
have a dry humor. I think
And-
you have to have a
do.
certain-
and no
I
cable.
really
You gotta have
I do.
yes, and
Like-
no cable.
No cable will force your
No,
ass to
no.
watch
You
some
gotta have a
stuff.
certain level of dry humor.
I
when
think
it comes
that-
to
I ain't
that-
no
Seinfeld.
that
cable. I ain't
goes-
have cable. I was watching Frasier too. I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
Real
Frasier's
talk,
I ain't
for
gonna
real.
count.
I
UPN
just
had it
couldn't
on
get
lock.
into that.
And Friends, all that shit.
Nah,
Friends,
yeah.
I used to do Friends.
But you know what?
But I ain't really just watch it. It just
It was just on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what Friends should do? Speaking of Friends should really tell you about your teeth. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Chandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680.
Okie doke. So I think we got a lot of information from our guest. Definitely a lot of good information. You guys go check that website out because his art is really dope. Okay. And if you like to host, little kickbacks and stuff at your house, that's a really good game for you to play. So let's get into our first little snippet, our little topic today, and that's going to be on Jussie Smollett. Okay, so he was attacked on Tuesday night in Chicago, and if you guys are not familiar with who Jussie Smollett is, he is the star from Empire. He is
the oldest son.
Yeah, he's the oldest.
Jamal, right? He's
Yeah.
Jamal.
Is he?
He is Jamal on Empire. Jamal off of Empire. So he was attacked, and so they are saying that this is a hate crime, a homophobic hate crime, and he was attacked by MAGA supporters. So I've heard this from two different sources off of TMZ and also Baller Alert. They were saying that through this incident that happened, he had bleach poured on him.
Jesus.
And they strapped a noose around his neck and also yelled. And then also, so I read from an article too, and this was on, I forgot the name of it, thatgrapejuice.net. It has been reported that a couple of days before that, maybe like a week or so before, there was actually hate mail that was sent to him stating in the message that you're going to die, black faggot. So
Jesus.
Definitely this is a hate crime. It's been investigated as such. They don't have any leads as to any arrest or the people who may have done it, but he is currently hospitalized, and there are a lot of other celebrities that are coming out to show their support for him. Lee Daniels actually was talking about it on, he did like a little call in, I believe, not on TMZ, but on, I don't know, CNN, one of those news shows. I don't know exactly, but we do have a snippet of it there. It was on the Today Show. They called in and he made a statement about it. So I just want to know what everybody think about it. I mean, it's 2019. There's a lot of gay pride, and we're still being faced with, they're still being faced with people attacking them for the lifestyle that they've chose to live, which is very upsetting.
I mean, I think it's more than just, his sexual orientation. I mean, he's black too.
He is a black
Called him
man
a
as
black
well.
faggot. I mean,
Yeah.
we talking about MAGA supporters,
Yes.
so I mean, are you really that surprised?
No.
Okay.
I'm
So
not.
I mean, at the
I'm
end of the
not.
day, I think it's just far fetched. I mean, I mean, a lot of actors don't really get attacked like that. So just like an actor of his status, they get attacked like that.
But you know what?
God, is it daylight or day? Was it nighttime or daytime? When did it happen?
Nighttime. This happened at 2:00 in the morning. But you know what? It's not. Okay, so I actually came across him. I didn't hey, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I was in New York, and he actually doesn't have he's out like a normal person.
Like a lot of actors
You know
don't
what I
have
mean?
security and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy. I don't know, like was he under that bridge that they had posted on the news reel? You seen the news reel? It was like it kept showing a bridge on the news
Yeah.
reel. Was he under that bridge when that happened? Like, it's just like I have two questions. I have two questions. How do you get caught slipping like that?
I mean,
And-
I think that's a question you could ask anybody for anything.
you're
That's
right.
like me. I could be walking to my car in the
I'm a
night.
paranoid
You know what I'm
motherfucker. I
saying?
ain't
Me
gonna lie
too.
to you.
Yeah.
But
I'm
at the-
paranoid. I'm
no,
sure.
I am as well.
For
But at
sure.
the same time, I mean, just shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially you got to think about it. If he was coming from a club or something like that,
Kinda
and
drunk
just
or something.
might
Yeah,
be a
you
little
right.
lit, you walking. You know what I'm saying? Shit
No,
just
you right.
happen.
You right. It's fucked up though for sure.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie
It
to you.
definitely
Like,
is.
Yeah.
And
like-
you got watchers too. Like people could have been watching him for days. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like you
That's
never
true.
really know. Like
That's very
especially
true.
if you got caught by yourself, they might have been in that location where he was for like 2-some hours waiting on him to leave anyway.
That's
And they was
crazy.
like, all right, cool. This is our moment.
perfect
you know
time.
Because
Right.
people are like that.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
wait outside for you and be like, boom.
dedicated to that shit. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked up. I hope he recovers well. Pouring bleach on somebody, that's fucked up. I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
he's green.
Yeah.
I hope he ain't got nothing that's gonna permanently like damage.
I hope they find him.
Yeah,
that
for
for
real.
sure.
Like,
I doubt it, man. The police
they ain't got no
shit.
footage or nothing. Like, that's
No.
sketchy. You know what I'm saying?
It's very sketchy. So it said that it's two. This is again the reports that I've gotten from reading on TMZ and then Baller Alert because TMZ reported it first. But anywho, it's two white men that were in ski masks that attacked him. This is all the information that they have.
Of course, they were skied up. They had to be.
So I mean that lets you know right there that they obviously were watching him. I mean, what kind of people would just have ski masks in their car
White
or just
folks.
like
White
on
people?
them? like that's kind of,
overprepared.
I don't know. This is kind of like I don't know.
A couple niggas with some
I
ski
feel
masks
like
in
if
their
you-
car.
I know some of
I
them.
feel
have
like
a
if you
ski
just
mask
have
about it.
ski masks, then you just sketchy already off top. You sketchy.
Off top.
I don't have no damn ski mask in my car.
Right. I ain't got nothing ski.
I ain't got no ski mask.
Yeah.
I'm about to say no
No,
black person
like-
just has
Right.
ski apparel.
No.
chilling.
Not
Not
many. You
many.
got ski apparel on deck.
Well,
doing
unless
some
you a
shit
robber.
that supposed to be doing.
Unless you hit
Okay.
licks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Niggas do hit licks. Niggas
In
do-
ski
With the
mask.
ski on.
Niggas do
Like
hit
that's the
licks.
thing, but
Yeah.
if I
But a
find
ski
a
mask,
ski
you either
mask
hit the
on
lick
you,
or you about to do a hate crime.
right?
Damn. Bro.
Basically.
Oh my nigga, I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's crazy because people want to sit and say, I don't know. I've heard people talking about this today at my job, and they were just saying things just. I don't know,
What were they saying?
derogatory. It just bothers me because people think just because you're not gay, like this doesn't affect you. I feel like this is a human issue.
No, for sure. No,
you
human
know what I'm
beings deserve
saying?
that
And
shit.
and
Yeah,
it
you're
bothers
right.
me when
Why?
people try to sit and this is a black issue, this is a gay issue, this is a white issue.
It's an issue,
No,
period.
it's a fucking issue.
It's a human issue,
period.
like-
Right. It's a human issue. And just because he loves who he loves and does what he does, I mean, that's him. But at the end of the day, it's a man that got attacked and now he's hospitalized. And it's like, shit, it trips me out how people want to sit and say, I'm cool with it, but then you still say things that are derogatory and you're really not. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's deeper
So,
than that though, cause
I
like
agree.
on some just even on some like okay, this hate crime that's happened to him, but like it's just a lot of fucked up shit that's going on in the nation right now, and it just kind of like it just people, next day people forget about it. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Yeah.
think of all the mass shootings that's happened in the past 5 years. I'm talking about gay clubs shot up. 50 plus people
Yeah.
killed. Like next week, people literally like forgot about it. Like Las Vegas, that shooting that happened. It's just like we're desensitized to this kind of shit. Like that happened to them.
Yeah,
Next week,
that's
you're
true.
gonna forget about it. Like it's just how it is. Talk about it at work. Okay, next week. Ain't happy. If it's not you're not affected by it. You're just not gonna care. You know what I'm saying? So
I have my thoughts about that. I think for me it'll take a lot longer to just like break it down, but I don't really think it's more so a sense of people being desensitized. I think it's more of a sense that it keeps happening and there's no solution, there's no stopping it. So it's almost like I don't want to say it's the inevitable, but it's like, okay, it's gonna happen again. Are we just gonna talk about it, or are we gonna sweep it under the rug? Or are we actually gonna do something about it? So I don't really think it's like, oh, I just don't care about it. It happened. It doesn't affect me. It's just like it keeps happening and there's no solution. So
it's
at
not
this
even-
point, what are we to do
Hold on.
rather than
I'm
just
sorry.
like not
Go
talk
ahead.
about it?
I can't hear what you're saying, but it's like Black Lives Matter. It's like how like we have too many social media warriors. It's like and it's
Hello.
like I'm,
Yes,
and I'm
yes,
hearing and I'm
yes,
hearing what you're saying.
yes.
And like I'm probably possibly I agree with you, but it's like I'm not gonna sit here and preach and be like people need to go out and do shit, but I ain't doing shit. You feel me? So it's like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because
Yeah.
like I'm just saying I'm just saying on my day-to-day basis I'm trying to get my paycheck. I'm trying to pay
Correct.
my bills. You worry about the immediate problem, which is surviving
Correct.
and focusing on your goals and whatnot. You might be like Black Lives Matter and you care about and you care about the culture and you want this, you want that, you want equality, but like it's just like in your immediate your immediate problem is you know what I'm saying, and it's like and that's just a human thing too when it comes down to it. It's like you're only gonna care more about Black Lives Matter if like your son get killed by a cop or something like that. Then you're gonna dedicate part of your
But
life.
that's-
to
No,
that.
I'm
I'm
not
not
I
saying
have to
only, but I'm
disagree.
saying
Have
that's
to
just
disagree.
No, I
it makes
agree.
you
Have
more
to disagree.
passionate. It
I
makes
agree
you actually
with you, but I feel like that's part of the problem. I feel like people won't get out here and join or support causes just because it's not your cause or your fight. It's
Right.
really our fight collectively. It's like, okay, you're not gay, you don't really understand it, but you know what? You might have some friends that are. You might have some relatives that are. Well, let me go see what's up with this march. Let me see what they talking about. Let me go support them. Let me support I mean, people can sit and talk about Amber Rose and her slut walk all day, but I'm just saying, I mean, let's sit here and march about women's rights. Let's talk about, Me Too movement. Let's sit and march, and not just march, but just participate and be a part of those things versus, well, news moves fast or it doesn't involve me. And it's like, to me, that's full of shit. It's like, go support this shit that might not necessarily affect you because you might have the reach that person needs to reach out to those people that don't understand or have those questions, So that's just me.
I agree with you. This is a more complicated problem than
Absolutely.
It
what I'm saying,
is
we can
definitely
just solve
a
tomorrow.
more complicated problem
To
for
me,
sure.
I'll probably honestly say, like, all y'all are right, and it's always like another side of the points that y'all have given because, like, you could say nothing has been done, but at the same time, things are being done. It's just not enough.
Exactly.
And really, whatever your focal point is, you're gonna gravitate to the negative if that negative is in your face, or you're gonna already know that positive and be like, okay, cool, how can I be a part of that positive act? Because at the end of the day, like, I remember just already being like what I feel like is an activist or just, supportive of my people, and then Sandra Bland happened, and because that hit home
And that
for
hit
me,
close to home for me as
that
well.
was like when you know that person,
Right.
and then like that is like a instant kind of oblivious thing. Like, damn, that shit can happen at home, and that's where a lot more people do get more involved because
Right.
it gets a little bit more personal, and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna continue fighting a little bit harder because now I've seen it firsthand, and where people are like, they feel like they're not affected when it doesn't really happen in their circle or people that they know.
Right.
They're only gonna be involved only as much until something happens close to them for them to be like, okay, cool, I need to be more involved because it's not done.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I agree with that.
yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that, but I would say this: it doesn't have to be that it's like close in your circle for it to affect you, because all them stories of them little black boy, that especially that one with I don't remember his name, but he got killed. Like his grandma watched him get shot like 12 times in his back. That shit hit home for me because I have nephews, my uncles, everybody is black, and like that shit really hit home for me. So it made me very emotional because it's like it can happen to anybody in your fucking house. So I agree, and then I disagree that it doesn't have to be a part of your circle for it to affect you.
Oh yeah, not at
I
all.
didn't say it didn't
No.
affect you. I'm saying like for
It
you
just
to really go
happens
out-
to.
Or for it to
and
for it to like hit home or to resonate, like it can happen to anybody, to your sibling, to you.
Oh, yeah.
It, like for me, it doesn't happen like that for me.
No,
No,
I
yeah,
agree.
you're definitely right. It's just like when you can see kids die all day, you'll have that feeling. But when your own kid dies, you have a deeper feeling because you just have that connection to
Right.
understand. Like, you can have sympathy all day,
Right,
but
but
that
empathy-
empathy will hit your ass like
That call to
towns.
action not gonna happen until it happens to somebody personally that you know. That's basically what I'm getting.
No, it'll happen. It
Like,
just
you know what I'm
your
saying? When it
action
happens-
gonna
Yeah.
really kick in
Yeah,
when
I got you.
when it's
I
like
got you.
right there
you
in
got,
front of your
say
face.
you got one gay friend and like nothing. He gets killed. Then you want to go to the marches. Then you want to go out and what I'm saying, like support the movement. But if nothing happens to your gay friends, and you're like, oh whatever.
I got
Like
you.
it's just like or you know what I'm saying, anybody for that matter. I'm just using that example.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just how I'm feeling because I seen it with my own eyes. Like people be talking, it's good talk, and then something happens to their homeboy, and they're like, oh shit, like I really want to, you know what I'm saying? A call to action kind of resonates inside of them.
Yeah, I think.
Well, here's what I will say. I do want to know what you guys on Facebook think about everything that we're saying. We want to know your part on it too, and how does this type of situation resonate with you? Does it hit home for you? Are you now going to be more active and like trying to look into how you can resolve this issue from happening to the next person? We want to know what y'all think. And while we do have your attention, Facebook, we do ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. And donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thespirit.tv/donate. Alrighty. I think that topic is something we can talk about pretty much for the rest of the show. But since we do have a couple of other things that we need to discuss and get into, we're going to go ahead and wrap that subject up. So I know another thing that we were going to touch base on was the Fire Festival. Now, I know you guys have all seen this. If you have Netflix and you are a faithful Netflix watcher like myself, you have seen this, pop up on your screen as something new to watch. So basically, the Fire Festival was this. The title is The Greatest Party That Never Happened. So it was this big music festival that was supposed to be out in this exclusive island that was once owned by Pablo Escobar. It was a two show event. It was supposed to happen in April and May of 2017. Well, guess what? The first weekend was just it. The festival never happened. It basically was a big scam. So the people who came up with this was founder Ja Rule and Billy McFarland. Now, we all know Ja Rule from being in the music industry. Billy was hot in New York with this Magnesis credit card company that he had, which also turned out to have some problems behind it as well. Now, so this festival never happened. It basically was a big scam. So they did this whole production with all of these models out in this island in the Bahamas and made it this whole big thing with all of these major headlining artists that were supposed to be there. And they were charging cheapest ticket, $1,500 to $250,000 for this like cabana, this luxury cabana that you're supposed to be staying in over the course of this festival. Well, that again did not happen. It turned out to be a huge scam. They were in these little rained out tents, and the 400 guests that came for the first weekend basically got stranded in the Bahamas, and so far they have not gotten their money back from this festival. And then this guy, so he went to jail and then got released on bail and started up a whole new scam selling fake Met Gala tickets and things of that nature to the people who got scammed originally from the Fire Festival with their emails.
That sound dumb.
So now,
yeah, scammed twice.
by the same person. So he wasn't using his name because, of course, he was under wraps for the festival, but he had a different partner this time scamming them through his name. So now he's in jail, but get this. This man scammed investors and the attendees out of $30 million.
Yikes.
He is in jail for 6 years.
He's actually getting out early.
Yeah, he is for sure.
Of course.
They just said on the news.
Of course.
You heard? But look, this shit happened years ago. Like, when
2017.
2017?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
It feels like it happened way
Just
longer ago.
2017.
Yeah.
Because we talking about Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
I remember when it happened. I read the article when it happened and all that. And I remember I saw it with the videos. I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like, damn, like he really finessed. But I think at first it might have. I think it was like supposed to be a genuine event.
Well, it was to promote the Fire app.
Right.
Which
right.
was
That's
like
what
the
it's
Uber
for.
of
And
booking.
to book artists and
Right.
whatnot. And I think it was really like, I feel like he never had good intentions, but I'm just saying, like, they were trying to make it happen, and he realized that shit wasn't finna go. Because didn't they pay like Kendall Jenner like $250K to drop an Instagram post?
One post.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
One.
I just
Wire
couldn't believe that like the scam went that deep. They had the models out there for a week straight, putting them all. It was brilliant in terms of marketing.
I was
It
just
was
about to
brilliant. There's a Hulu documentary too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen a
heard.
little
It's
bit
a
of it. I like the
documentary, too.
Netflix one better.
No, me too. But like, I think it's good to watch.
It's
the
good
other
to
one,
watch
too.
both though, because he's actually interviewed in the Hulu one, and he gives. It's funny to watch him just sit there like a deer in headlights when they ask him
Nah,
questions.
no bullshit.
They'll be
But
like,
you kind of
so
see the arrogance too. You see the
Yeah,
arrogance.
he's
You see the
very
arrogance.
arrogant.
You see the arrogance. Like,
Very,
they're fucking
very,
idiots pretty much. Like,
very arrogant.
Man,
That's
that nigga
cold.
finessed people out of so much money. It's sick. And then
Imagine getting stranded in the Bahamas. Like,
Yeah,
they
no.
didn't have planes to take them back fast enough, so like they were just
Right.
stuck out there. You saw the living conditions out there. It was
and then
just
they
like,
were out there for it was regatta weekend.
That's so crazy.
So
So
it
it
was
was just a
everything was
whole
booked
thing.
too, so
Yeah.
they couldn't even get a room if they wanted to.
Nah.
Hell no. But some people ended up actually having villas and stuff. And I remember in the documentary, the girl was like, we actually looked up. Like, everything was laid out the way we had thought we were going to have it when we purchased it. We didn't have an issue. And she was like, I felt bad for everybody else out there. And they were talking about how people were like peeing on mattresses and peeing around tents to mark their territory and stuff. Yeah, and like people were going through
Mark
luggage.
their territory.
Yeah,
Some
for nobody would
dogs.
take their mattress.
That's crazy.
Like
peeing.
they were peeing on it. So like it's like I'm gonna pee on this. I'm gonna piss on this mattress, but you gonna steal it.
That's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. And
I
then
fell asleep during the documentary on Netflix when I fell asleep one night.
you
I
should
didn't
watch
finish
it. I
didn't
just
finish
watched it. I just finished watching it last night.
I
It's
got through a
actually
lot of
really
it,
good.
Bro, I would have been
It's
so
really good.
upset when they pulled them. They had like these 18-wheeler trucks with everybody luggage on it. No
Yeah.
separation, no
They just threw
nothing.
it
You
out.
just gotta find your shit.
They just threw it out, and a lot of people's stuff
Yes.
actually got stolen because they literally were just like here,
Throwing it out.
throwing it out there.
Oh, I would have
Damn.
been upset.
No, that's
Yeah.
so crazy.
I would have been so pissed.
He's a hoe. He's a definition
He's
of a hoe.
definitely
Yeah.
a whole ass nigga.
And then
Yeah.
he fled. He fled. Like once they
Yeah.
realized like, oh, they canceled like everybody, all of the artists coming. This nigga just left.
Yeah, and I think
Nobody could find him after.
Yep, and the most fucked up thing for me was you call your events director, tell this nigga to take one for the team, saying that
Yeah.
he's gonna have to suck the the guy over customs dick
To get water.
to get water, to get
Yikes.
Evian, to get a shitload of Evian for everybody that was dehydrated and shit didn't have water. Billy called him and was like, "Hey, you're gonna have to take one for the team. You're my guy. I need you to go suck the dude over customs dick."
I just want to
Like,
know
and
what
he said
was
he really
saying.
prepared himself to go suck this nigga's dick. He
Yeah.
said, I showered thoroughly. I
What?
washed my mouth out. He said, he was like, I was in
For
all
water in
types
the
of
Bahamas?
emotions. This nigga said he was in tears. Like, he was in just a
No.
myriad of emotions and did not know what the fuck he was
Them
doing.
motherfucking
Not
people had
bottles
to
of water,
fucking-
it's like trucks. Like
Yeah,
tanks
trucks of water. Yeah.
Them people
I want
gonna
that
have to
shit.
just not get no water because I ain't touching
Really?
nobody.
You know what
Well,
I'm
he
saying?
ended up not having
didn't end up
the, you
doing
know,
it.
you know,
I know, but
showing what
that's
that
so-
mouth.
I'm
But he was
talking
ready.
about- I wouldn't have been on
He was
the-
ready, right?
Yeah.
That's fucked
I'm
up.
talking about some.
prepared.
I was prepared. Fuck out of here.
Hell
I would never do
no.
Man,
that.
we gonna have to square the fuck up.
Yeah.
And that whole better not be distilled water. This shit better be.
Fuck that. We gonna have to
Straight from the source.
I need Fiji.
Boss.
Yeah,
I need to give you any type of oral. I don't give a good goddamn. First of all, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you, and I'm gonna square the fuck up with you on site. But speaking of Billy McFarland and this motherfucker and how his money is just horrible, you're a trash ass nigga. You know who you should call? Cause you're in some shit. You need to call Houston Housewives of Finance. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you today. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. Billy McFarland, you should have hit them up. You probably wouldn't have been in jail, you jerk.
He already had bread though.
Oh,
He
a
already
lot
had
of bread.
He already
Yeah.
had bread. He was.
Yeah.
I don't know what that shit. I don't know what he was on.
He-
Shout out to his finesse, but he's a hoe.
That
Ass
nigga,
nigga.
there's a special place in hell for that nigga.
Oh, yeah,
And
he got
the-
VIP.
Yes.
Yeah.
for sure.
And the
He
shit
got
that
Luca Bennett down there. No
Yeah.
bullshit.
you already know.
$30 billion.
No, like that nigga, it pisses me off. The thing that really pisses me off is the white privilege, not just the white privilege, but a lot of the white privilege and how they really took advantage
they
over the
handled it, huh?
Bahamians.
Oh,
the poor
yeah.
Bahamians,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers working night and day, building and shit, cooking and stuff. These niggas did not see a dime,
Yep.
a fucking dime
Nope.
at all. And it's like, these niggas, the Bahamians said, fuck that. You in the Caribbean. These niggas got machetes. These niggas will motherfucking hunt
Machetes.
you down. Machetes. Whatever you want to call them. I know my homegirl people from Belize. They
They
say,
threatened.
Machetes.
So the
Yeah.
guy, what is his name?
oh,
Not Billy, the other one who's gonna suck the ping ping. What's his name?
oh, I don't know, but the director guy.
So yes, him. He actually they was talking about kidnapping him because
Yeah.
Billy. He fled and they could not find him, and so he was
He was
the
gonna be
next
sucking
person
dick.
that was giving order.
That's wild.
He gonna suck a lot of dick.
I wonder if he would have done the same thing for Flint though.
Josh.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Josh.
No, they gonna
Jesus
let
Christ.
Flint, Michigan.
I'm
No?
Flint still don't have clean water.
Hey, they working on it
They
though.
are
They
working
actually
on it
got
now,
a
finally.
black woman got a contract to fix all of that.
Yeah, I
so
seen that. That's
yeah,
good.
I'm like,
About
okay,
time. Ain't
right.
nobody sucking dick for
It's been
Flint.
too long.
Yeah,
We
I
not
hope she
we not a
didn't.
third world country. That shit took way
Well,
too long.
listen,
yeah.
as long
That
as the
shit-
water clean.
It's like, yeah.
I'm just playing.
Hey.
But yeah, no, that shit was wild. That was wild as hell. That was wild. I felt really bad for that lady.
She lost all her
The cook.
savings.
Yes, I felt so bad for her.
What happened?
$50,000.
50
So
G's.
he did not pay the workers or the cooks, so they came after her, and she ended up having to pay all the cooks. So she had to take $50,000 out of her savings to pay them herself.
But they actually, but the cool
Oh,
thing
they got
is,
paid back.
but the cool thing is they actually raised money, and she actually ended up getting $150,000 through like a GoFundMe. So that's actually really cool. And then Ja Rule hoe ass, this nigga is the hoe of hoes. Now, if y'all haven't seen it, I'm just gonna go on spoiler alert. We already done spoiled
it.
the whole
Yeah,
thing anyway.
right,
Fuck the
yeah,
shit.
okay.
That nigga Ja Rule in the meeting, when they were telling them about the disaster and the legality of just the whole situation, how the FBI was hunting these niggas down, that nigga, they was like, this is fraud.
He said no.
He said, no, this is false advertisement.
Fraud, nigga.
that's fraud.
No, he said, no.
I wouldn't call it fraud.
This is false. It's false advertisement. It's not fraud.
But you know what is crazy? He has another business venture right now with a
Yeah,
whole
he
new
does.
business partner. I forgot what it's called or what it's even about.
It's another app.
But I would not even. I wouldn't even take him serious. now.
Nah, for real.
Like not at all.
Once your name get tainted like that,
You scammed me once.
And them
You
niggas
can't
being
scam me
sued. They
twice.
being sued for $100 million.
Right now?
Yeah.
Still? I mean, right now, who, 'cause I know some people with some bread got duped in that. So I know they got some lawyers and they really be
Oh
on their
yeah,
head.
for sure.
Speaking of people getting sued, they actually just and I feel some ways about this, but they actually just subpoenaed the some of those models that were a part of the promo video too, stating, and this is why now when you do an ad on Instagram or Facebook, you have to now hashtag ad on it too, because they were saying that because they didn't let them know that they got paid for those posts. It's also kind of at their fault for having people believe that they would get the same experience.
Right.
So yeah, they've been subpoenaed.
Yeah, that's
but y'all
misleading.
know,
I don't think the model should deserve that.
Chris
but-
ain't having it. Baby, they ain't
I'm
getting
sure
a
they
dime
didn't
of Kendall's money.
You think he was like, hey, I'm about to
think-
throw this
no,
whack
no,
ass
no.
event? Like,
No. I
Yes.
think they should get some type of ramification, not to the
Why?
because that's fucking
So you
misleading.
trying to tell
what
me-
would
It
they?
is
Did they
like-
know though?
Something-
You trying to tell me he came to you?
If somebody
Nah, he came to you, but you don't even know this nigga. He was just like, hey,
More-
Chris, I'll pay you 100
I
racks
just had this whole
if you
discussion.
drop a picture and say Fire Festival on Instagram, but you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing
fuck
about.
no. But you know what?
You a lie.
No, I'm not a lie. You know what makes me
You a
different than
lie.
them motherfuckers?
What?
No. I'm motherfucking gonna research and I'm a smart motherfucker and I look at the motherfucking fine print. That's the difference between me and these motherfuckers. I look at the fine print for everything. I don't give a fuck what I sign or whatever it is. I look at the fine print. Cause guess what? If I got that type of money and I have that type of clout, niggas will come back and counter sue. I don't need no legal issues. So let me make sure before you don't wire me shit, nigga. Don't wire me shit. Let me research
Cash
you.
money.
I
Cash.
don't,
No
I don't,
contract.
I don't
Just
want it.
post
I-
this little
I don't-
post, I'm gonna
I
give you a
don't-
little cash.
And you know what, nigga? I don't want it yet. Let me see
Yeah.
what you
No,
about.
for real, for
Let me
real.
see what you about. Let me see what's going on with this. Let me do some research on your team because this is a huge amount. Niggas,
Yeah, when it's a large amount.
hell no.
I got a
People sue
question.
for
Yeah.
sneezing on people nowadays.
Yeah.
You seen that? Did you hear about that lady who got her heel ran over at the Kroger? She's suing.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
actually won.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
won. I wanted to talk about it last week.
Yeah.
The bitch was on motherfucking People's Court the other day for $15. Did y'all see that?
Yes, I seen that.
$15
I
fucking
seen
dollars.
that. $15.
For
Yes,
the principal,
I seen it.
$15.
I seen
Niggas
that.
do shit like that, and guess what? You talking about 100 racks? Oh no, my nigga. You know what? I'm gonna get my team to get back at you. We're gonna let me get a contract or something. And yeah, no, that's the problem. Motherfuckers move too quick and fast. They so quick about that money. Hey,
Ain't
a
nobody
nigga,
reading.
hey, I wanted to go to law school, and on top of that, I'm an HR, so I look at fine print all day. I don't play them games. So, nigga, if you coming at me with that type of money, guess what? That means I already got that type of money. So I ain't pressed.
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you.
I'll take your word
Okay.
for it.
Alrighty, we're gonna wrap that up because we got one more thing that we need to get through before we actually end the show, and we're a little bit over time, but we'll make it quick. But before we jump into our segment here, I do want to let you know who pay the bills and who bring you the show, because this portion of the show is sponsored by The Spear. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Spear. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thespear.tv. Alrighty. Okay, last little segment before we jump out really quick. And since we are out of time, I guess we'll do one of each. So we're going to do a small segment today of Marry, Fuck, Kill.
That's Patreon. That's fine.
Okay, so I guess we are not going to do that little segment for you today. What are we discussing then?
Shit, we can talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk. In fact, I got a good topic.
Well, I had
Let's
a couple
talk.
of things.
A little technical.
I'm about to say,
difficulty.
no, it ain't even no
Switch.
technical difficulty.
Which
Let's just talk about shit that brings us joy this week. Make it short.
Well, I have something to tell y'all. Okay, so Applebee's will be doing this. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Think about this decision very, very, very clearly before you decide to indulge in this, okay? Because I made this mistake in December, okay? Applebee's, they do this throughout the year, different months. They'll do something like they did at the end of last year for December. They did $1 Long Islands until the new year, okay? I indulged. Be warned. So they are doing for the month of February $1 hurricanes all month for Mardi Gras. Now, I went again. I indulged in it. I did it once. I had like maybe 7 Long Islands. I was sick as fuck the next day. So take your time, okay?
I mean, you seen how they made them dollar margaritas? They had it's like someone in the back had like showed a video at Applebee's, and it was like a big ass white container, and they just poured a whole bunch of the cheapest tequila they had.
Yeah.
That's how they
And,
get
like,
you.
yeah,
A
like,
lot of
for
bars.
sure, like $1, you think you finna get some live shit, or even a little bit?
No. I just
It probably takes 7 of them.
Yeah, like
yeah.
no bullshit.
I just went, right? Because, like, I had told my friends about it, and we had got a little lit, you know what I'm saying? We was like, all right, let's go, you know what I'm saying? $1, whatever. It can't hurt. We can just go have, like, 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Baby, let me tell you, our waiter was literally on 10, okay? Because we was like, okay, let's get 2 at a time, because they were super fucking busy. It was like a club or some shit. It was like, let's just get 2 at a time so he don't have to, we can, you know, have him, take him a long time to come back. Baby, he brought out one after the other. It's like every time he passed our table, he was dropping off fucking drinks. And they was there, so we was just drinking them hoes. And by the time all of that was done, my tab was like $4. So it was like, all right, cool. We just kept them hoes going.
Just 4 bones?
Yeah.
Cause she drunk somebody else's.
Oh,
You bring so many.
Yes, like he never stopped. I'm telling you, everybody
must be
around the
mine.
table drink was like $3 or $4, but we had like maybe 6 or 7.
I bet
each.
y'all tipped him. I bet you tipped him like $1 or 2.
No, I tipped him like $15 or some
Okay.
shit. I mean, my bill was only $4. I had drank about 80 drinks.
I know,
so.
but you know black folks. They
Ooh,
like,
don't that
Dang.
it'd be like 20%. Oh, 20% of $4 is like $1.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
be doing that math.
Oh, he
man.
doing it.
But he done brought out, so he done been busting his ass bringing drinks out.
Yeah.
That's how you know how it go. I used to
Oh,
be a
yeah.
server.
I
I
did
fucking
too.
know.
Me too.
I used to
Yeah.
make
That
shit
shit was
pop
trash.
at those off 16 by Third Ward. They called
Oh,
it.
you was
They
at
called it
the-
nigga.
yeah.
They called
That's
that
the-
hoe
that was
nigga
the
dose.
one.
They
That's
called
the
it
nigga
nigga
dose.
dose.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I I actually really love that Papa Do's because I've met people professionally. Also, be some really fine menses that have coins that sit at the happy hour at the bar.
Famous people go to that one.
Yes,
Nah.
a lot of them do.
Nah, I met Plies at that hoe with the little
Mm.
Asian girl with the. Yeah, I met Plies came there.
Really?
Yeah, when I was working there, Plies came through with the little Asian girl with the little all the money and her, her thug Asian daddy.
Yeah.
They called her Ling Ling. I think I can't remember. I can't.
Yeah.
That's what they called her.
They was probably the same height.
Yeah, no.
Y'all crazy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I like nigga though.
And then he ain't tipped though. Nigga Plies not a tipper.
Oh man, y'all heard that? Man? Shit.
Right.
Flies
He
ain't tipping.
He ain't tipping no strippers and he ain't tipping no waiters even.
He gonna
I
like
heard
he
he
gonna make a
don't
video.
tip.
I tip, baby. I just didn't tip you.
Nah, he
Yep,
don't.
that's exactly what
Yeah.
it's gonna sound
You
like.
didn't deserve it.
I hate that nigga's voice.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate it.
Money. Like damn.
I'm not gonna lie.
You's
I
a
like
bitch.
that shit. I can't stand Plies. That's a nigga at his finest.
Man,
Plies.
He is funny.
That
that's
is a nigga.
hilarious.
You see him and you like shit.
Okay. Alrighty, you guys. So, I think we have gotten all of our topics out today. What we are going to do really quickly is allow our guests to tell you guys again where you can find his art, those that card game, his book, his art book, all of the things that he's brought on the show today. We're gonna again let him know where you can find it, and then we will be rolling out.
Oh yeah. One more time. Of course, it's an art book. One more again, made by my wife. You can definitely find this book on dopeartdealers.com. You can also find arts like these pieces here.
Nah, that whole
You know what I'm saying?
that's gonna be in my career
You know
soon.
about Rosie. You know what I'm saying? You know
I love Rosie.
what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she was a maid
The
too.
Jetsons was my
In the
shit, bruh.
future,
Yeah.
man, come on. And of course, got stereotypes. This is only one of, this is actually my first game that I've made, and actually just made another one. You know what I'm saying? And this one is called Bull. It's like bitch you lying. This is gonna be out. This is gonna be out soon.
Oh,
It's
okay.
basically playing BS with hip hop lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yo.
be on the lookout for that one too.
Yeah, we don't have to talk.
I
after
need
this.
those. I
Oh
need
yeah,
those.
yeah.
I need those.
These get the party started every time.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
need that.
Like I've been playing this game for, like I said, years, but really just getting it out on the market. And every time I play, I make it a point to not play with just people of myself, so that way I can get the experience and reactions from other cultures. You know what I'm saying? With all the different topics, and it's like it's a bomb time every time.
Okay. Yeah, I need those.
Also, drop your handles and everything.
Oh
Quick.
shoot, yeah.
They can
You know
find
what I'm
you.
saying? Yeah, if y'all looking for me on Instagram, picture me Pedro. That's really mainly all I'm on. Really is pushing different things. I don't really do Twitter as much, but if you just so happen to want to follow me on Twitter, it's official Crow. OFFICIALKROW. You won't find me on Snapchat because I don't do that.
That hoe dead anyways, bro.
Hey, I don't-
That
hey.
shit
It's
dead.
every show.
It's dead.
Hey,
No one gets on
Hey,
there.
and man, that's FBI. If you already don't know, I mean, come on, Snapchat and Apple, they already working together, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother story, but yeah, that's where you're gonna find me. Also, dopeartdealers.com. And if you're looking for any kind of info, want to work with me on any kind of future projects, if you have any ideas, you can always reach us at dopeartdealers@gmail.com. So,
That's dope.
mhm.
Awesome. We got a link.
I really enjoyed you being on.
Hey,
and
man,
I really
appreciate
have
it.
to get this game.
Yeah, we
Yes.
got it. Also, I got them in the
Yeah,
bag. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
no,
I
no,
got
I
a
need-
couple
I need
decks.
one.
Yeah. So yeah.
In real life, I like to do little shindigs in my place. They real intimate or whatever, and I need them cards.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so we are closing out the show. Of course, you know where you can find me on Instagram at _Tiffany Noco. That in there has my link to my website as well. If you want to check me out on everything, that is going to be tiffanynoco.com. And then you can find me everywhere on there: Facebook, Snapchat. I think my LinkedIn is on there. It's all my stuff. So there you go.
And make sure y'all follow me on all my shit at Zane Taught Me. It ain't never gonna change. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat don't really be on there though, but you can add me if you want to. If you can find me on Facebook, I might add you there too.
See, but the question is, what have you taught me?
I don't know if that was a good one, Margie.
Anyway, okay, we're gonna play you off. It's your girl Chrissy Bay. You can find me here on Instagram at Shershay_law_Chris. Thank you for joining us today on hashtag. Once again, Mr. Dowdy, my nigga, just talented man. Just I was about to say talented motherfucker, but that's rude.
Hey,
but you know,
I'll be that though.
You're a talented motherfucker.
I'll be that. You know what I'm saying? Like
we really do appreciate you. So our fans, thank you for listening. Remember to be you, do you, stay true, and we out. Hashtag.